Hey, what is up everybody? As you can see, today we're going to get in some Elder Scrolls Online. This is going to be one of the like 8 games that I run. Kind of in a rotation. It won't be like in an exact rotation. From week to week or day to day. I might play, like, I think last time I played Halo 5 for 2 streams in a row because of the World Championships that just happened. So if something like that, I'm not gonna not play Halo 5. I wanted to recap the World Championships. It was a good thing to watch. But yeah, so that was like a circumstance where I'll do two the same game twice in a row. So but yeah, and if I'm just feeling a game more, if I'm just playing a game and I like it, I tend to be like more if I tend to be more of like I don't know, just in the mood for that game. Like right now I've really been in Elder Scrolls Online and Halo 5. So those two games I might stream a little bit more on average, but if you guys follow me on YouTube, if you haven't, you should subscribe to me. The link will be below. Then you should know the 8 games that I'm going to be streaming on a concurrent basis. So I'm going to be rotating through those 8 games. Again, if you don't know, the 8 games off the top of my head, if I can remember, are PUBG, that's on PC, Guild Wars 2, that's PC, Elder Scrolls Online, that's going to be on Xbox. I don't play that on PC because I started on Xbox and all my characters are on Xbox. And that's just a game I don't want to play on a controller anyways, since I'm used to controllers. What else? So that would be on Xbox. So wait, PUBG, Guild Wars 2, both PC. So Elder Scrolls Online. So those are only 2 on PC. The rest are on Xbox. So it'd be Elder Scrolls Online will be the 3rd, the 4th would be Halo 5, the 5th would be Halo Master Chief Collection, the 6th is Mortal Kombat X, the 7th is Killer Instinct, and the 8th is going to be Overwatch. Oh, Overwatch is also going to be on PC, my bad. So I played Overwatch mainly on console, but I want to try to get used to shooters on PC. Besides Halo, obviously, that's not on PC. So yeah, those are the 8 games that I'm going to rotate. I'm not saying that I'm only going to play those 8 games forever. If I get bored of one of those games, I may rotate it out, or I might just include a 9th game for streaming purpose, for like maybe I want to try something different. Here, let me go repair my shit real quick. But yeah, so I might rotate another game in just to try it. Like I'm thinking about streaming God of War because obviously that game got great reviews, so that would be a good one. But then I'd have to see if streaming from the PlayStation 4 is just as easy, because right now I mainly play Xbox. So, but I also have a PlayStation 4. So, yeah, but like for example, God of War is something that I'd rotate in. But the reason why I don't count it as like a permanent game, every game that I just mentioned right now is a game that I can play over and over and over again. They're not games that I play and I'm just done with. Like God of War, it doesn't matter how good it is. Yes, you could be a big fan and play it 5 to 10 times. Eventually, there's only so much time you can get out of it. The 8 games that I mentioned, I want to try and keep playing. And those games, I don't know, like Killer Instinct is one of them that like I don't know if I'm gonna play a ton of. I need to see. I might rotate a different game in for Killer Instinct, or I might just cut it down to 7. I really like Killer Instinct. It's just kind of hard to learn, so I'll see. But oh shit, I don't have any do I have any? Hopefully I got my gold in my bank. But let's talk about some Elder Scrolls. Right now I'm going to be farming some sets. I'm going for some sets. Withdraw currency. No. Okay, I'm gonna have to log out and switch characters real quick. Wait, is my gear even... Let me see. My gear's not even messed up. I'll just... Alright, never mind. I'll just jump into a dungeon then. Okay. No, but yeah, I'm gonna be farming sets that I'm going to be using for PvP. Right now this is a Redguard Stamina Templar. It's the first guy I ever made before I knew anything about the game. Right now, I've been changing my build so it's a little bit more viable for PvE, but I want to start doing PvP eventually. I did, here, let me queue up into a dungeon real quick. I'll do normal. I'm not high enough or good enough to consistently do veteran yet. But, yeah, so I want to turn this build into a PvP build. I posted on the forums, the Elder Scrolls Online forums, so I can learn a little bit more on some PvP tips, and just how to get better at PvP and what I need to focus on, because I've mainly been a PvE player this entire time. I've dabbled in a little bit of PvP in this game, but not a ton. And I want to do more PvP in the future, though. I do. And so I put a post up on the forums, the ESO forums, just to get some advice from some more experienced players. They gave me a lot of good info. So, yeah, so this is the build that I'm decided I'm going to start with and work with and turn it into a PvP build. So that's what I'm going to be doing this today right now. Well, right now I'm just doing this random dungeon just to get some gold and to get the experience, because of the double experience is still going until the beginning of next week. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this to get some experience. You know, the random dungeon once a day gives you a lot of experience here. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing this dungeon for the random experience. After this, though, I'm gonna do some dungeons to farm the sets that I'm gonna need for my PvP build. My PvP build is going to center around, one bar is going to be a one-handed shield. Oh shit, let me remember this guy, because I was creating a whole nother build yesterday. It was a magical warden. Okay, I got biting jabs. Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. So yeah, it's going to be centered around, obviously it's a red guard is my race, Templar is my class, and then it's stamina build. One bar is going to be one-handed shield, and then the other bar is going to be two-hander like I have right now. So actually, yeah, right now it's funny that I'm saying this. I'm saying this as if that's what I'm working towards, and that's what I have on right now. I only have that on right now because this is what I was running for PvE. See, I have my one-hand shield right now, and then I have my two-hander on one bar. But I was doing that for PvE, not for PvP. But it just so happens that everybody recommends these two for PvP as well. So this is the setup that I'm going to be running, basically. Not these exact skills, though. Some of the skills are going to change. Some of the skills are going to be the same, though. Like, I know they want me to run biting jabs. And by they, I mean the guys on the Elder Scrolls forums. Oh, and if it doesn't look like I'm like tanking too crazy right now, like being the best tanker, just understand that this is a normal dungeon, and this is one of the easier dungeons on normal too. It's the first version and it's normal, so it's, you know, it's not like I gotta be, you know, 100% on everything. And these guys are okay. Oh, we only have one other champion level guy with this, but it's not a hard dungeon, so I'm not, you know, don't be too critical of me and my tanking right now. But I would be more focused if this were a harder dungeon. This is pretty easy. So yeah, but it's going to be a lot of the skills I have right now, but some of them are going to change. But it's basically going to be a build that's focusing on, the PvP build that I'm going for is going to be a build focusing on debuffing the enemy's heals, so stopping them from healing. I forgot what the debuff name is called for that. I think it might be Defile? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's Defile. It's going to be trying to combine Minor and Major Defile so they can't heal. Obviously keeping an Execute on my bar, and then using the key skills from her Templar, which is Biting Jabs, Repentance, this skill right here. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. The sets that I'm going to be running are going to be for the PvP build, not the stuff that I have right here. But the PvP build is going to be I think it's 5-piece Vipers. And then the second set, it's kind of hard to pronounce the name, but it's 5-piece Fasala's Guile. Fasala's, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, 5-piece Fasala's Guile, and the 5-piece Vipers, 2-piece Selines for the monster set, and then I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I'm excited to try some PvP. I've been wanting to try and get into it a little bit more before, but I just feel like I wasn't that good. And I'm not saying I'm amazing now, but I understand the game a lot better for myself from what I used to play. And then on top of that, I wasn't high enough because I want to be doing this in the CP campaigns, so the champion point campaigns. I want to be playing the main Cyrodiil the Cyrodiil with the mass amount of people, the big fights, and I also want to play the Imperial sewers plus the Imperial City, that DLC. So those are the two I want to focus on mainly. So yeah, so it's going to be CP campaign, and I feel like before I was too low CP, and I'm not that high CP right now. I'm 402, but that's a lot better than being like 100, So like, I feel like it's decent enough for me to not like, for it still to be able to get my feet wet, because I know everyone on the forum said just get used to dying, which it's good advice. I need to not think I'm not going to die. Like, I need to get used to dying and dying and dying and dying and dying hundreds and even thousands of times before I'm the one killing everybody, Like, I'm very well prepared to be able to learn. See, that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't really need to tank seriously right now. It's kind of hard. That's the thing with streaming, you guys, is I'm a beginner streamer, so please, if it seems like I'm like wandering around in here or like not focused on what I'm supposed to do, it's kind of hard to talk and focus at the same time. From what from experience doing it right now, it's kind of hard. Maybe that's like a skill I'll pick up, but yeah, so yeah, it's really cool to think about PvP. That's one thing I really like about this game. This game does have its ups and downs, but some of the best things I like about this game is the builds that you can do. The builds in this game, you can come up with some crazy builds. It's just not your typical MMO, and I mean that in a very good way. It's like you don't pick a class and your class is that class. Like every race in every class in this game can tank. Every class in this game can DPS. Every class in this game can heal and support. Now, some of them do better than others, like like Dragon Knights being the best tanks and Templars being the best healers. I heard some people even oddly argue that I know this is an unpopular opinion, that Nightblades are really good healers as well. And I agree after using a Nightblade, making it didn't heal. But that's what I'm saying, though. It's like you could just play each, and then on top of every character playing every role, each character plays completely different based off of whether it's stamina or Magicka. So it's like the game just I like the builds in this game, man. It just reminds me of a more MMORPG version of Diablo. If anyone never played this game, that's exactly how I would describe it. Like, I don't play the game for the story. Like, most people don't play the game for Diablo, I'm not a big story person. I never have been. But just the way you just go through dungeons, kill monsters, it's all about building better builds and getting better gear. I know that sounds like I'm talking about every MMO, but some MMOs have like better story and and not as good combat. This game, I really like the combat and the action combat kind of, and then just the build system, how you do builds. It's just really it's just different. I've played a little bit of World of Warcraft before. It seemed a little too straightforward for me. I tried Final Fantasy 14, couldn't get into it. I played RuneScape when I was a kid. I'm currently playing Guild Wars 2, and that's another one I really like. But Guild Wars 2 in this game, this is by far my favorite MMO, though. I like this better than Guild Wars 2 so far. I'm not saying Guild Wars 2 is a bad game. It's it's an amazing game, actually. But yeah, this game to me, so far, it's better. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today, just getting my PvP sets. So after this, I'm probably gonna queue up for some Fungal Grotto so we can get that Viper Sting. And since I'm a tank, the queue will go really quickly, which is good. And again, that's an easy dungeon too, so I don't really... I mean, if I get partnered with like a level 10, a 18, and then a 31 or something like that, and I'm the only champion, then yeah, of course I'm going to try a little bit harder and I'll be more focused. But if these guys know what they're doing, and again, I don't have to be 100% focused with tanking right now. This build that I have right here, before non-PvP, I'm in the process of getting Lord Warden's monster set, which is buffs the group, and then I'm gonna be changing my heavy sets too. Right now, the heavy sets I have running on are I forget. I'll show you guys in a little bit. This is before I made this guy, before I really knew more about the game. It's not bad, but it's decent, but there's a lot of problems I have with it, so that's why I'm fixing them and changing them. I've changed them so much, but tank this guy a little bit better. Yeah, see, look how easy this is on regular. Like, execute, execute. Oh, no more Sam. Oh, that was easy. Do I not have enlightenment anymore? Wow, that was quick. So that was a very easy dungeon. That's one thing that's weird about this game, is this game has like a... This game has a really like weird like difficulty curve. Like the dungeons, I've came across a few based off my setup and based off the group composition and based off where I was at with my champion, where the dungeon was like a good hard dungeon, but it wasn't too hard. But for the most part, dungeons in this game are really easy, or they're just fucking stupidly hard. There's no like middle. And I guess it doesn't bother me that much, but it does kind of bother me. I wish they'd have like, I don't know, I just wish it would be like more, I wish there were a good chunk of dungeons that were a good challenge, you know, instead of being like either stupidly hard or really easy. But that's just ESO for you. So yeah, like just like me and my friends, we were playing, we were doing Celine's Web, and man, that dungeon took us like 20 tries to do. Once we figured it out, it was easy. The last time when we beat that dungeon, it was really easy. That was the easiest run out. It was like it was a cakewalk, because we found a little area where you fight the last boss to go into. But before we found that area, the whole boss was hard. We didn't even get close. We got her to like half health. That was the furthest we'd got her. But yeah, it was like stupidly hard. So let's go to... I'm gonna go to these Undaunteds over here to see if any of them is Fungal Grotto, because if it is, we can kind of kill two birds with one stone by doing the Undaunted pledge and then doing Fungal Grotto. But if not, I'm gonna farm Fungal Grotto for that I'm gonna farm Fungal Grotto for that Asset Viper Sting. And obviously I'm looking for... I need to check the set again. Real quick. I think I'm looking for... Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep it regardless. I think I'm looking for Impenetrable. So that's one of the things the guys were saying on the forums, is that the difference between PvE and PvP is that PvP you need to run a lot of impen stuff, like the Impenetrable trait on your armor. Okay, well, this shit needs to load up. I'm running a 1X. I have an Xbox One X, and this shit still happens, so that's pretty fucking stupid. But alright, let's see. Do I have one on me right now? Let's see. quests. Cradle of Shadows. I want to get rid of that. I know this guy's only... Oh, wow. How funny is that? Cradle of Shadows again. Alright. That was a slap right back to me. Wayward Sewers. And then, what's this one? X Corinium. Or Arx Corinium. Okay. Alright, that's cool. I'm not going to do any of those right now. I'm going to show you guys my build real quick on this guy. Remember, this is my PvE build, not my PvP build yet. I'm working on the PvP build. But, okay, I have... Oh, his bark is one of the sets I have on. Oh, wait. So I have his bark, which the last one, wall blocking, you gain major evasion, increasing your dodge chance, which is pretty good. I mean, 15% of all attacks just get ignored. I think that's really good. That used to be 20%, but they nerfed it. Now what was the next one? I have Tremor Scales for the monster set. It's a tank set, like in the sense that you taunt, but it's DPS tank. I'm not sure how good that is for PvE. Some people say it's not a good tank set for PvE. I just wanted to get it because it seemed pretty cool. I know it's not best in slot. People like running Blood Spawn or something else for best in slot, which is why I'm changing it to Lord Warden for PvE. Again, I picked that one. I didn't really know as much. I still think it's cool though. I mean, you know, sometimes people always try to go best in slot, which again, you want to pick what you like. So I like what it does. It's cool. Oh, Order of the Diagonal was my other one. Gain minor vitality at all times, increasing your healing received. Now, I'm not sure if that... I don't think that's best in slot either, by far. But the reason why, I guess the mentality of that was as a tank, I'm going to need healing. I have Vigor on my bar, and obviously the healer's going to want to heal me, and it shouldn't have to take him like a lot of heals to heal the tank. So this coupled with major evasion, I'm dodging a lot of attacks. I'm getting healed very easily by myself and the healer. And then, yeah, just here I'll show you my stats. They're not the best. That's what no food on, or any buffs. Here, let me put on food real quick. Let me try this. See, this is... Let me do this. Now, after my buffs, see, that's not bad. That's all right for not an amazing tank, but that's okay. 32,000 health, and then 25,000 stamina for a tank that's only right now. This is the tank that I just wanted to do just for PvE dungeons and veteran dungeons. That's it. This isn't a trial tank. This isn't a arena tank like for Maelstrom Arena or anything like that, or Dragonstar Arena. This is just a dungeon tank, a regular dungeon and veteran dungeons. So this has so far done me pretty good. So let me queue up for that Fungal Grotto. Oh wait, I think, let me check real quick. I'm just gonna, I think it was, damn, tanks queue up so quick. Let me see, I'm looking it up on my tablet right now. This is Viper Sting, Fungal Grotto, normal and veteran. Okay, and then the set I'm running, I'm not gonna do the exact set. I'm gonna have the guys on that forum post that I put kind of help me change it a little bit. But the set I'm running is a build by Allcast. It's the Plague PvP set. I mean, build. Oh, and he wants the Viper jewelry. What the? Okay, well, yeah, I guess I'm just going for Vipers. For the set, he wants the Viper's jewelry, the dagger, the shield, and the sword. A two-handed sword. Okay. Alright, fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know what these people... Let me see their levels. Okay, 43, 17. That guy left. All right, let's... Who's the leader? I'm gonna text this once they kick that guy. Oh no, I can vote to kick him. I don't know why they didn't kick him. Hopefully I get some good drops from this though. Jewelry, again, only comes from the last boss. I think you can check the chests too, so I need to look around for some chests if I see any. I always activate that cleave because it gives me, I think it's major heroism. Okay. Now I'm gonna text and tell him that I'm going Viper Sting. Oh, wait, whoops. Looking for Viper's Sting will trade. Hopefully you guys are willing to give me. Does he not know how to queue anyone else up? Do you know? Hopefully he does. How to... I don't know if he's 17 with a new character. Because he could be champion level, I'm not sure. Or if he's just level 17. Oh my. Fuck it, let's just go then. Damn, I wonder if you guys ever run into shit like this. Yo, let's go. Hopefully they give me some Viper Sting. Goddamn, these fucking trolls sound weird as hell. Ay, 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 ay. Sounds like a fucking chihuahua. Chihuahua. What the hell is that healer doing? Sorry, man, that healer let you guys die. Another class that after this one, once I get this, oh shit. Once I get this build done, for PvP and I play a lot with him, I have a Stam Sork that I made for PvE, which I'll do the same thing with. I'll just farm the sets and get the sets and turn them into a PvP build. I seen a new set coming out in the Somerset expansion. It's like the 5-piece gives you, it says when you roll dodge you gain 4,000 health, and Fang Rush was going over it on one of his videos, and I'm definitely gonna combine that with the Eternal Hunt and see how that works out with the Stam Sork. I don't think this guy... He says he queued someone up, but I don't think he queued for anyone. And then, is he even here? Oh, yeah. No. I don't know what the hell this guy's doing. Yeah, good. I can't see him anywhere, and he's not even with this. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into PvP. They got some good sets for the Imperial sewers for the Telvar stones, the merchants there. And there's a lot of sets that I want there. There's a set for my Stamina Warden Healer that I want. I know Stamina Warden Healers, it's a PvE build. I know they're not like optimal, but it's pretty fun. I like playing kind of like off builds, non-traditional builds. So since the Warden has one stamina heal themselves, you combine that with Vigor and then combine that with his ultimate. Yeah, he's a very good healer for like 4-man dungeons and stuff. Maybe not like some of the harder veteran dungeons, but for most of the content you can do if it's the regular 4-man stuff. Obviously, Stamina Warden Healer isn't good for trials or, you know, the crazy stuff like that, but... Oh shit, whoops. Did not mean to aggro these guys. Let me see if I can tank all of them. Should be able to. Shouldn't be that hard. I'm doing pretty good right now. Never really follow the stories of these dungeons or anything like that. But after you kill what they think it's this guy or what the guy up ahead, you get his like troll friends on your sides, and they stop doing that ay chihuahua sound at you. Oh shit! I need stamina on. Yeah, I don't know why we're having... Is that guy coming or what? Or... Oh, he's here already. He's just standing there though. What's up with these people today, man? Fucking annoying. They're either standing there or they leave. I wonder if, let me know in the comments if you guys watching this on YouTube, but this shit happens to you a lot. I'm about to... Fuck. Finally. You're gonna get kicked too. Not this guy, the other guy that just was standing there. This guy knows what's up. He's at the ready. Give me my troll homies. Back off, little troll. Back off. Execute. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the two-hander. I like the way the two-hander plays. I know a lot of people like, you know, for like complete damage optimization, they want to run a dual wield, but dual wield is just, I don't know, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not saying it's not that bad. It's just It's cool. I just think it's a little bit the play style of dual wield's a lot more boring than Let me make sure to look for I wonder if this other guy's gonna come. It seems like no one wants to do the dungeon today. Everybody wants to just quit. That's one thing too, is I've never done a trial in this game. It just seems like you need a lot of people for it. The reason why I'm saying this because I just seen that guy in the comments of that guild chat asking that he needed a DPS for, was it Halls of Fabrication? Finally, I'm getting some people now. Let's go. Okay, where's the other guy? Is he coming? Not sure. Well, he got melted. Well, this guy's if you do the second version of this dungeon on veteran, this guy's hard. Die, motherfucker. That's another thing too, is with tank builds. Like when I look them up online, I see especially for trials, I see a lot of people doing ult regeneration tank builds, like builds centered around gaining ult. I don't know why that guy ran over me with that red AoE. But they always do tank builds centered around ult regeneration, and I always found that like really fucking boring. Like I probably couldn't even think of a more boring set if I tried. Yes, I don't honestly at that point, if it's that boring, I really don't give a shit if it's best in slot or if it's, you know, I just don't care at that point. You know, it's like what's the point of me if I'm not gonna playing the game, especially with the best in slot set. If it's a boring set, I mean, I want to use a good set, don't get me wrong, but let me see if anyone has any Viper. Yeah, I don't mind using a good set, but I don't. Basically, what I think of it like this is, I want to use a build that's in the top 25%. Now, basically, if you were to rate a build, I want it to be like an A or a B builds, or like the top 25% of a good build, you know. But at the same time, I need to like it. I need to have fun with it, you know. And you can do that there are a lot of builds you can make that are, you know, good builds. They might not be the best, but they're good or great, and you like it. I never understood how people, yeah, and in some scenarios, I don't mind picking a build that I have a little less fun with, just a little less fun. That's a lot better, you know. I don't mind doing something like that. But yeah, so that's why I don't do no ult regeneration tank builds, because they're boring as hell. I still want to have fun, but at the same time, I don't want to, you know. I want a good build, but I want it to be fun as well. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I see people always say, "Oh, do this, do that," when I don't know. Like there was a guy like last week or something with this character that I'm playing with right now. I queued up for veteran Imperial City Prison, and I was the tank. And after the first boss, we couldn't do it. And all three of them were champion 720, and I was the only one who wasn't champ 720. And he was talking a lot of shit. We couldn't get past the first boss. It's like that zombie-looking thing. And he says I was being a shitty tank. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably wasn't the best tank, but I wasn't doing that bad. I mean, I was tanking who I needed to tank. And he said I couldn't do it, and he left. And then he put in the comments saying we're not gonna be able to do this without a tank. And then he messaged me. He sent me a whisper, an in-game whisper. You know, those personal messages. And he just said, you know, you can't. He was telling me all these things, and I was just saying, look, I wasn't trying to get carried, but I figured maybe you guys could help me because I'm trying to change my build, because I was going for the Lord Wardens at the time. And he just said we wouldn't be able to, and he's like, just queue up as a DPS, which doesn't make any sense because monster sets are bound on, or they're bound on pickup. You can't give them to another character. Last time I checked. And even if you could, I still think we could have done it. And but yeah, and then I queued up immediately after the guy was done talking shit, saying that I need to do this and that. I queued up right after. Remember, mind you, that group is all 720s except me. I queued up with the group, the next group. We're all champion level, but we only had one 720. And with the same character, this character, we did it. I tanked, we did it. It took us, the last boss took us like 10 tries, but we still did it. And that's what I'm saying. Like you don't have to have like the best min-max build, and you just need to have a pretty good build, and you need to have good skills and know how the dungeons work, and like the understand the like the intricacies and the steps to beating the boss. You got to understand like what steps to do and what to do during that boss, and how the boss works basically. You know, if a boss has a like a insta kill attack that you got to dodge, well, guess what? You got to dodge the insta kill attack. So yeah, that's just, I don't know, he's being toxic. So yeah, and I guess I'm tying this to the whole not running optimal builds, because the guy that was talking shit and said I couldn't do it was saying that I needed to get blood spawn, I shouldn't be using tremor scale, and which I was already trying to change it. That's how I was doing the Lord of Wardens, doing the Imperial City Prison, because I wanted the Lord of Wardens, which is kind of ironic because he's telling me to change it when to change it I needed to do that dungeon. But again, and he was telling me all these things, and I was like, I don't want to do blood spawn regardless. Blood spawn's too boring. Yeah, so I didn't want to do Bloodspawn because, again, that's another ult regen tank build, which is boring as shit. So, I don't know, it just comes down to just play how you want. Oh, shit. I'm a dumbass. How do you get back up here? Whoa. Not sure if that's the way. Oh, there you go. That guy's stuck too. But yeah, so I don't want to play that way. So just play the way you want to play. Now, again, I don't say, oh, I want to play I mean, you could even do it this way. I'm just saying, like, if you want to not get frustrated from dying too much, you shouldn't say, like, oh, I'm going to play this way and then play with, like, a hybrid Magicka Stamina build with, like 3 taunts on your, or, like, 2 or 3 taunts on your bar. Well, I think there's only 2 taunts in the game. And then, like, you know, Noah DPS abilities. And things like that. Like, I don't think you should play like that. Like, don't pick a reverse best in slot build or reverse meta build. I mean, on purpose. But even then, if that's really the way you want to play that way. I mean, you're not going to be able to do veteran dungeons with shit like that. But who cares? I mean, if you just want to do solo content and you just want to roleplay or do whatever you want to do, that's fine, you know? But even then, I'm not even doing anything like that. I'm just picking maybe the second best or third best things because I like them better than the first best piece of gear or first best set, you know? Alright, let me see if these guys got Viper. Damn, one person already left. Let me see if I even got... I know I got a Viper helm, but I'm gonna be using a monster mask, because that's fucking pointless. Waste. Oh, belt? No. Okay, boots. Oh, with impen, hell yeah. Boots and waist. Sturdy. Oh, that's not bad, I guess. I need impen though. Okay, so that wasn't a very successful run. Let's try that again. I'm gonna need keys as well, so let's do that one more time. Actually, no, let's do a... Let me leave this group first. First, I gotta leave a group. We're gonna do a, just to keep it a little bit fresh, we're gonna do a dungeon for the key. I'm gonna need undaunted keys because I still want... I have the Lord Warden's helm from doing that dungeon, but I don't have the shoulders yet. I was pretty unsuccessful on that. So on top of needing the Lord Warden's shoulders for the PvE version of this build, I'm going to need more keys for the shoulders for the PvP version of this build, which is going to be, if I don't change it, the Celine's shoulders. And I'll get the helm by doing that dungeon, because I've did it with my friends before, so I can do it there with my friends. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Basically, I'm gonna do an Undaunted Pledge right now instead of doing the Fungal Grotto again. I could do that later, but yep, just gotta keep farming, I guess. Man, they added that they added the tokens or whatever they are, the transmutation stones, so that you can change traits, but you just don't get that many. Like, look how many I have right here. I have like fucking shit from... Let me see. Supplies. I think I have some to break open right here. No, maybe... Nope. It's... Let me see. I have 169 transmute crystals. That's garbage. And it takes 200 to change one. And I remember someone saying PvP is the better way to get that, but I don't know. I still think it shouldn't be this slow for PvE. Let me go put my... Let me go put the point on my horse real quick. I'm trying to get this full max speed for forever. Yeah, if you guys are ever thinking about getting a 1X, this game looks amazing on a 1X. I went from a pretty shitty TV and a regular Xbox One, and I upgraded both at the same time. If you want to feel like you have the biggest upgrade, like you want to see a huge difference, I would do both at the same time. I wouldn't do one and then the other. Then you're just going to see two little changes, and it might not feel as like cool. When I went from the crappy TV to the regular one to the Xbox One X and the better TV, oh man, it was a huge change. It just felt like, I don't know, like you could just tell everything, the draw distance, just the textures and stuff like that were just way better. Everything was better. The character quality, shadows, lighting, just everything seemed better. All right, let me see which ones we got here. Hopefully this next one's not a mess. So we got Cradle of Shadows, Arx Corinium, and then Wayward Sewers 2. Arx Corinium, or no, Wayward Sewers 2 isn't that bad either. Let's do Wayward Sewers 2. And we'll do that regular. I'm not trying to do vet yet. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Wayward Sewers 2. It's gonna queue me up in like 5 seconds, something like that. Probably, maybe not that quick. It'll be quick though. me being a tank. So yeah, if you guys ever want to check up, there you go. If you guys ever want to check out the build, just look up Stamina Templar PvP build on Google, and on the first page, Allcast. His name is Allcast, ALCAST. Allcast Plague. The name of the build's Plague. Go to that page, and then it'll show you the build that I'm trying to go for. I might tweak it here and there. Like I might replace Fasala's Guile with Durok's Bane set. It kind of does the same thing but differently. Durok's Bane applies Major Defile when they attack you. Fasala's Guile applies Minor Defile when they're just in the vicinity of you. So one is major, one's minor, one's when they're in the vicinity, and one's when they attack you. Which when they attack you, they're going to have to attack you, I mean, in PvP, so it's kind of the same thing. But again, I don't know, maybe another ability gives you can apply Major Defile. I think one of the one-hand shield abilities applies it, so yeah, obviously you can't stack a major and a major of the same debuff, so so yeah, in that sense it might Fasala's might be better, but what the hell? Oh, they're way ahead already. Damn, oh, I was gonna say, is this really that dark or is it just glitching? It's just glitching. That's cool though. I'm gonna be able to do this dungeon pretty quick and get that key. But yeah, I'm just gonna rack up these keys. I'm not even gonna spend them like at the beginning. For some reason, it's more of like a mental thing. Like when I have a bunch of keys at one time, I feel like I have an increased chance of getting the item that I want than just doing single keys at a time, like one key dungeon, like that, and using them on the chests. I know it doesn't actually increase the odds, but if I save up 10 keys and I use all 10 keys on the chest at once to get the shoulders, I feel like I have an increased chance. And again, I don't think I do, really. I know it's just more of a mental thing, but the problem is when I get the key, it's hard for me to save it because I just want to hurry up and spend it. But again, I'm just going to try hard and not spend it this time. Just save them till I get like 20 and then try to use them and get those 2 shoulders. Oh, I wonder if Celine's comes in the same chest as the Lord Warden shoulders do. That it actually might. I'm not sure. I hope they do. Then I can get both. But yeah. So gotta save those keys, man. Gotta save them. Can't play with my money. What the? What the hell is this? You guys seeing this shit? Is this shit? I know. You see this guy? What the fuck? Oh my god. This shit is busted. What? I'm streaming this shit too. What the? You guys seen this shit? No. Dude. Damn, this never happened to me before. This game has a lot of glitches, kind of, and other shit. Derek? What the fuck? Alright, I guess I'm leaving. What the fuck is this? Whatever. Hopefully it doesn't give me a fucking downtime before I can queue up again, because it's not my fault. Well, it's live on stream, so ZeniMax, you know you got shit to fix. That never happened to me before. I've had weird shit where I beat a dungeon and I re-queue up for that same dungeon because I'm grinding for sets right there while I'm in the dungeon, and it sends me to the beginning and there's no enemies in there and it acts as if I beat it still when it should have re-queued me into another instance. I've had shit like that, but never I go into a dungeon. Damn, it's busy right now. Look at this shit. There's people everywhere.
They say someone brought High King Emerald.
See, if the game stayed like this more, it'd be pretty cool. Like more lively with more people around. I know some of them are NPCs, but like the combination of NPCs and then obviously real players makes the game more lively, and it makes it feel like more like a bustling city. That's one thing I wish they do, is I wish they just do a big update on the entire feeling of the game. Just do one huge update, a free update on characters and towns and villages and graphics and everything, just so it feels more lively. Like maybe when you're outside the city you see families and houses, and maybe add more environment effects, things like that, you know? Like, I mean, the 1X upgrade was nice, it looks real nice, but I mean, yeah, it'd be cool if they did that, because sometimes this game feels really alive, sometimes it feels really dead, like, you know, not immersive in any way. Son of a bitch. Okay, so I can't queue up again. So what I'm... Okay, let's... I did that. Let's go... Here, let's go... Did I even get any money from any of that shit? Oh, I can probably sell some shit real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, that was weird to sell though. You make so much money just from selling shit in this game. Especially, obviously the ornate shit is what I'm implying too. If you guys haven't been playing, you're kind of missing out on this double experience, man. I got a whole character in this in like 4 days. I know some people have videos where they do this shit in like 5 hours, but I mean, I'm not that good. I don't go to the most optimal spots, but for a regular player that doesn't go to the most optimal spots, I have my own grind spot. It's in Al-Akir Desert. I got a character from level 0 to level 50 to champion level in 4 days, but I only played a couple hours each day on him. So in like, I would say like 10 hours, I got a character from 0 to 50 over a period of 4 days. So that's actually pretty good with all this double experience and stuff. Okay, let me lock that Viper stuff. I almost sold my Lord Warden shoulders the other day. I think I should still have that on me. It's probably in my bank. Let me actually check that. Make sure I'm kind of worrying myself by not knowing now. Wait, yeah, let me go to shoulders. Where is that? Did I? Oh no, it's the mask, the head. Never mind. Whoops. I don't have. There you go. Okay, I was about to get pissed. I thought I sold it. Okay, there you go. Could use a better trait, but I mean, yeah, trait, but fuck it. I'm just gotta work with what I got right now. Reinforce is definitely not optimal. So, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna lock that other stuff. Lock, and then lock. I guess we'll just roam the city for a little bit, see what's up around here. I never see, that's one thing I wish I would do. Maybe I'll do this a little bit more on stream, and maybe I'll do it on a day where I have a couple beers or something, because it'll make it a little bit more interesting. And once I get a little bit more viewers, you know, we could be talking and stuff. But I've never actually just roamed in this game. I'm not a big single player person. Like, I'm talking about like questing and, but I never have been, but I mean, maybe sometime it'd be pretty cool just to roam around this game and see what's up. See if there are any NPCs that say some cool shit, or seem like they have a little bit of a personality. I have Skyrim for this game. That's one thing. That's one game too I might stream a little bit. Is I have Skyrim for the 1X, and because they're allowing mods on the 1X, more mods than on PlayStation, it's man, that game's really immersive. Really immersive. It just crashes a lot. It took me fucking forever to get the mods in the right, all the mods that I put on in the right load order. Man, there's a lot of people I hit up for that online for looking at my load order. I had to fuck with it myself. Restart here, restart there. It was just so much restarting. See, where am I going right now? What's this right here? Fisherman's Island. Let's go check that place out. These things look so peaceful. Yeah, I was on that video where I was watching Fang Rush. Fang Rush that I was talking about earlier. About that set where you roll and you gain health. But on that same video, because he went over the entire patch notes for Somerset, so it wasn't just, you know, about sets. It was the entire patch notes. But one of the things that seemed odd, and he was talking about it, and I never seen anyone have a problem with this, but they're basically making light attacks do more damage. They're buffing light attacks, and they're kind of nerfing heavy attacks for the most part. So yeah, that's some sets that, you know, proc and stuff. What was it? There's a set that procs on heavy attacks. It's now going to proc on light attacks, and then I think just across the board, light attacks do more damage. The only one that got buffed on both was, I think, Resto Staffs. And I think the only one that got nerfed on both, light and heavy, was two-handers, which I'm not sure how they stack up or if that's a good thing. He didn't seem like, because again, Fang Rush knows a lot more than I do, but he didn't seem like that was a terrible thing. He just seemed confused. And again, I'm not that good at reading patch notes and everything. I don't, you know, get that in depth into this game, which I want to, but yeah, I've never heard anyone say that any of that stuff was a problem. And I guess the stuff that they noted was that, oh, Seducer. Oh, okay, this is a set here. A set area to make a set Seducer, huh? But yeah, I never heard anyone say anything about light attacks and heavy attacks being, you know, a problem. Their whole rationale was that they want them to be in their own roles. Like, light attacks are meant for damage, and then heavy attacks are meant for sustain, like to keep up your resources. So I guess that makes sense, you know? You don't want heavy attacks to do more damage, or more damage per second, and give resource back, because who's ever going to do light attacks? What's the point of light attacks then, you know? So you want them to have their own roles. Makes the game a little bit more a bit more complex. You can't just, you know, do whatever attacks you want, or the one attack only, you know. If you're not changing light attacks and heavy attacks, you're either not doing optimal DPS or you're not sustaining it well enough, which makes sense. Oh shit, I did not know this was enemy. Back off my turf, homie. Fuck you and your friends. Yep. Get down, G. These guys are just like right by our home turf. He's right by Wayrest. Fuck these guys. Flipping a coin there. Go back to doing what you're doing. Leave me alone. Let's see, this game looks nice on 1X. Obviously, I'm not running this at 4K because I can't. Because I can't. I don't have the Elgato HD 60 4K HD 60 Pro, whatever it is. But also, you guys aren't gonna be. Most people aren't gonna be able to watch this shit in 4K anyways. So, but I play it, and when I'm not streaming this game, I'm playing it in 4K because of the 1X, and it looks a lot better. It's nice. The game just looks amazing on 1X. I'm telling you right now, from firsthand, from someone who had a not so good TV. It wasn't like it wasn't HD TV, but I'm not sure if it was like full HD, like 1080 or 720. I'm not sure. It looks like it's 720, and it's a 50-inch, so you could really like tell. The bigger, obviously, the bigger the TV, the more you're gonna be able to tell like how bad it looks. Oh shit, is this a world boss? Oh no, it's not. But yeah, so I went from a bad TV and then a regular Xbox One, which isn't, obviously it's not bad, it's just regular, then to a 4K TV, 4K 55-inch TV, and then the 1X, and it was just a huge difference on every single game. Elder Scrolls Online, though, was probably the biggest difference in my opinion. If you're going from, again, not so good TV to a 1X, do both at the same time, it's a huge jump.